In the Netherlands, we had already chatbots 7, 8 years ago. But those chatbots were very, very bad. Yeah? Somebody asked the chatbot, hey, I want to change my address, I'm going to move. The chatbot said, okay, have a nice weekend. you know? But now, of course, it changed a lot. We can give a list of medicines. It's like 10,000 characters maximum. And it just works, It's not 100% perfect, but like 90% perfect.
All right, Ronald, welcome to the Voice Loop. Would love maybe like an intro for folks listening in and what you guys do, what you're focused on, and then we'll kind of get into it.
Yeah, of course, of course. My name is Ronald van der Looy. I'm, of course, from Amsterdam. Already worked for a very long time in IT. More mainly, I was an integration developer, and we shifted last year to AI. So we were thinking to build a new company, and I stumbled upon voice AI examples on YouTube. I still remember this, and thought, oh, this is like crazy, amazing stuff. Had a big wow factor, so I started the company with a friend of mine. So we are Versailles. It's a Dutch conversational AI company, and yeah, we built a new platform for voice and text, for AI agents, of course, for enterprise, mostly for enterprises in regulated sectors like healthcare, financial services, real estate, facility services. That's a bit our thing. So we are actually, I'm not 100% sure, but I think we are the only real AI native startup which specifically for enterprises in the Netherlands then. Yeah. There's other companies would mostly build for small medium business, but we are focused on enterprise. Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for the intro.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't think I have met a lot of other Dutch companies that are enterprise focused in general. I think I've seen more SMB focused. Why is that? I guess maybe we'll start with that curiosity question. Why is nobody focused on the enterprise? Why were you? Why are you? Why is your
No,
team?
we were in the beginning also more focused on SMB, but I did some investigation and I was looking at Sierra, Paloa, Cognigy, the big players. And then I was investigating, is this already also in the Netherlands? And yeah, we are also, our team is from software development engineering. And to build AI agent only for SMB, it was also a bit too easy for us. So we want to take the more difficult route. So we are also, of course, we are most of the guys who work for us, they are all from enterprises. They have a lot of engineering experience in enterprises. I work for also Dutch tax office, for instance, it's like a big client. So and we couldn't find one Dutch AI native company which does this yet. So we thought, okay, let's step into this part. So I'm not sure why there are no companies here doing it. I think what I feel is that most companies who work in AI, they either do something very specific, sometimes for healthcare, like monitoring of IC, or they do a lot of workflows, RPA, process automation. That is I think most companies I noticed which do something with AI, they do mostly the workflows, but not so much at voice. Or you have a lot of startups in the Netherlands which voice AI, but many of them, when you do some research, they're mostly one guy on LinkedIn. So and they use 11 Labs as their platform. They don't build their own platform. But of course, it's not easy to build a full platform from ground up. Which is also scalable and has all the ins and outs which are needed for enterprises. So I think it's a bit too much for many companies, many guys.
Got it. What are some challenges you've encountered? EU in general is more regulated. There's more constraints around what you can do with the data, how you can use it to improve services.
Yeah.
And then enterprise in EU seems like double hard, sort of exponential.
There's a lot of
Compliance squared or skepticism squared, let's call it. How are you convincing people to like give it a shot?
That's quite a challenge, yeah. Of course, we have a lot of compliance rules. We're also working on some healthcare clients, and then you have the ISO 27001, but we also have in the Netherlands called NEN 7510. That's a special regulation for healthcare. So that's on top of the ISO 27001. It's a bit the same, but there's extra rules, extra things you need to take care of. So we actually right now in the process of getting the certification. We're working very hard to get it in the next 1 or 2 months, maybe 3 months. So we can ramp up also some healthcare clients. We're already building this healthcare application, but yeah, we cannot go live without this regulation. So yeah, there's a lot of regulation, also still a lot of, well, don't want to call it fear, but they're holding back. Let's say this. I was last year at a conference in Germany, and I see there's a lot more. For my feeling, there's a lot more companies which are already working on voice AI. Of course, you have this Paloa and Cognigy, some big companies from Germany, which now I think they're more going to the US side. Because Cognigy is bought by a US company, and Paloa has headquarters in New York, I think. But yeah, these are of course Paloa got just a 350 million investment. They are worth their value 3 billion. So can you imagine? That's quite a big accomplishment. So, but they are not. Cognigy is a bit on the Dutch market.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke to some companies, one company which also use Cognigy, but they're only using it for a few percent. They're not using it for fully. The Netherlands is they're a bit holding back, and they want to just do some pilots, implement it in some use cases. Bit afraid for customer contact. Okay, let's do only this customer contact. Maybe only do the routing. Okay, when a customer calls, then we can ask him what does the customer want. Does he want to speak the customer service, or do you want to speak to HR or whatever? They gradually implementing it. So I think this year it will be a lot more. I think now we already noticed. We talked to some companies, and they are already seriously thinking of implementing it now. So yeah.
Got it. And what do you typically like? What are the mechanisms? Like, pilots, POCs, those are all great, but those can get dragged out. How do you convince them? How do you get the folks to give you guys a shot on the goal? Because both of us know voice agents are becoming more reliable. I think part of it is engineering, part of it is fundamentally improvements, and the base model's getting better, or like speech to speech. Models becoming kind of more compelling, let's say. What are some like unique challenges you've found? I think there's 2 questions there. One is like unique challenges, I think, from like a technical standpoint, and also how do you actually solve for them / give evidence and kind of give confidence that it's actually going to work.
Yeah, in the beginning, we talked to many enterprises, and in the beginning is also we also needed to learn to sell our agents. If you look back at the pitch decks we had in the beginning, it was I feel ashamed now. So we also learned more what they want. For them it's very important to have the trust that it works. They don't have the trust yet that it works. I spoke to one lady. She's a conversation designer. She said something very interesting, and that is that in the Netherlands we had already chatbots 7-8 years ago. Let's say for big bank institutions, they had like chatbots on the website. But those chatbots were very, very bad. So she showed an example that somebody asked the chatbot, "Hey, I want to change my address. I'm going to move." The chatbot said, "Okay, have a nice weekend." There was just they were not so intelligent as now. So I think they call it more we had a head start in that. So probably the people the Dutch consumers have a bit bad connotation with this agent, that they think it just doesn't work so good. But now, of course, it changed a lot. So what we have to do is to prove the potential customers, the potential clients, we have to prove that it works. Now it works good. So what we normally do, we make a pitch, we do a nice demo. We try to do the live demo so they can talk to themselves to the agent. Then they can see, okay, this is actually quite good. This sounds quite good. In the beginning we had some challenges with Dutch language. We couldn't find really good TTS systems. Now we found a couple which are quite good. Also, latest the Google Gemini, it's like very, very good for Dutch. Then for some TTS, they say we have 20 languages, also Dutch, but when you test them, it's like totally rubbish. It's unusable. But the main problem was a good speech-to-text model, and now we found some guys. We'll make a new model, and we're using it for a couple of months now. It's like the accuracy is like amazing.
Love it.
It's much,
Is it more niche? Is it more like specific to Dutch, or they're a European? Like, is it one of these like big labs?
It's called Soniox. I don't know if you know them. Soniox, yeah. For that, we're working with them together. These guys are from Europe, but they have also an office in San Francisco. So, but their model for us works very, very good. The Dutch is it's like amazing. It's just, and it's also the only one which we could get working very good with multilingual. So you could, it
like understand. Code switching?
Yeah, like live switching of the language.
Yeah, that's really hard. It's a really hard problem.
That's right. Of course, there's also some problems with that because if some words are in many languages the same, like restaurant is the same in German, in Dutch, in English, in French. So if one word's reset and it thinks it's like a French word, it can change to French. So we build a system that you can say, okay, minimum of this amount of words, then you can switch to another language. But you can also give it hints to which language it's preferred language. And you can also now say, okay, only these languages will be spoken. So yeah, that I think I said to my CTO Wahid, you know him also. I said to him, yeah, this Soniox was for us like a real game changer, because that made it for us so much easier. Because it also understands quite good the last names of people. It also understands very good just numbers in Dutch. Normally when we had like another like deepgram, we could say like a telephone number. It was always incorrect. It could not. And with Soniox is always correct. Even email addresses, quite difficult email addresses.
That's hardcore.
It's still like it's crazy, yeah. And you can also give it a context, which is quite nice. So. For every API call, we can give a context. So we're also working on the real estate agents. What we do there, the addresses, of course, in the Netherlands, the street names are quite difficult. So we can give the street name and a context to the STT. It receives the audio, and then it knows, okay, this looks quite similar to this street address. It should be this street address. And we're also working on pharmacy agents right now. Also there with medicines, of course, that's quite difficult. The medicine
very complex.
Very complex. Yeah. So we can give a list of medicines. It's like 10,000 characters maximum. We can a list of medicine, and then it just works. It's not 100% perfect, but like 90% perfect. So that works. Otherwise, it would be like a total drama.
A lot of back and forth. To kind of, did you mean this? Did you mean meloxicam?
Yeah, it's not working so good. So yeah, those are some challenges, more technical side, and the challenge for getting clients is mostly on the trust side. Yeah, they want to know that it works. They are afraid especially for a big company, and they have voice agents, and the voice agent says something strange, and people just call the newspaper. Oh, this voice agent said this to me. And then okay, then they are afraid that's going to be a news item in the newspapers.
That's right. Yeah. I think Gap had, one of the Sierra agents. I think in December, someone clever was basically jailbroke one of the Gap chatbot agents, and there was like a public apology. So I think these incidents certainly don't help
No,
in
no, no,
the
no.
perception of it.
Hmm.
And I think you and I know it's definitely possible. Like, it's not perfect. You can't guarantee, complete prevention of this, but you can do a lot of guardrailing and progress on a testing, kind of
Yeah,
monitoring
yeah,
um, piece to ensure that the agent doesn't go off the rails, let's call it.
yeah, yeah.
In public.
Also, we also want to experiment with, it's easier for, well, let's say if you put the guardrails in the prompt, sometimes the agent can make a mistake. But although I have the feeling that lately it's much tighter. I see happens less often. But you can also do like after the LM generated the text before sending it to the TTS, do another check with an LLM to check if it's within the guardrails, the things he wants to say.
For sure.
Because the LLM can check another LLM is better than the LLM checking themselves, you know.
For sure.
So but of course that's extra latency. But maybe we can use like a very simple, very fast model that only adds a few milliseconds to check if it's within the guardrails. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense to me. What are some forecasts, would you say, over the next 6 to 12 months? How do you think the Dutch market specifically will sort of change in their adoption and propensity, and the European market in general? Like what and like plans for the team as well. Like, are you guys thinking of going beyond? I think one thing novel is you've gone a little bit wider, as in you're covering enterprises and a lot more use cases than just, pharmacy or just XYZ. So we'll love some forecasts and kind of guidance for, the next 12 months.
Yeah, the danger, of course, to go a bit wide is that we need to focus. Yeah, also. So, but yeah, we're juggling with that. We actually we mostly want to work with companies which have a lot of volume in calls, of course, because then it's for
Yeah.
us is also more interesting. Also, the complexity is more interesting. But we also like to work with to build agents which can be scale very fast and used for a lot of volume. We're working together with a company in CRM system for real estate. Cannot name it the company because it's not released yet. And potentially we can do like thousands of real estate agents. We can
Understood.
onboard because we only build one time the connection with the system, the backend, and then it can be just replicated like easy. Very easy. For the pharmacies, it's the same. We build one time this integration with the system, and then we can scale it very good. With regard to enterprises, we're looking now more to small medium enterprise, not to the big enterprises, because it's like a chicken egg story. They're gonna ask, do you have one big customer yet? Same as us. No, not yet. So
We'll wait.
yeah, we'll wait a little bit. And the problem is, but we, of course, the thing is, if they choose for another platform like, let's say, one of the competitors, the big ones in Europe, when they are on that platform, it's very difficult for us to get them to us. But at least they noticed us, they know we exist. So now it's for us the case to find as much small and medium enterprises this year to get a bit of a name in the Netherlands. We're also going to speak more on conferences. Also on Thursday I go to like a startup conference. I'm going to showcase there. We have a booth there. We need to get more attention in the market that we are alive and we are kicking. And we also have a lot we are now in negotiation with some partners. We already have one partnership with a company. It's a consultancy company, and they are all already inside the network they're already working for big enterprises. So we've been also, last Thursday we had a meeting with I cannot name the name, but it's the biggest organization in the Netherlands. They have the most members, like more than 5 million members, and they have a contact center of more than 400 people. We showed them the demo and showed them what we can do. But of course, they are also on thinking what to do. So we hope to start to get some pilots running this at some nice small and medium, and grow from there. We already working for a couple of big ones, but yeah. Also going to do a total redesign of the website. So everything needs to be good marketed, that we are a trusted party that the company can use. I mean, the engineering part, the software, it's working like a charm. It's working very good.
Love it.
We're adding some new features, like we also added agent memory, and that will be the next big feature. So yeah.
Are you building it custom, or you decided to try one of these memory stores that exists on the box, like MemZero? There's a few others.
I have to ask Wahid because he's building on that part. But he likes to build it much. He likes to build a lot himself, you know. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
More custom, I guess. More control. You know, you get some
Yeah.
control.
He built a rack evaluation engine, all custom. So that's also working very good. He likes to build himself. So we have all the control over the application. Yeah.
Love it. That's awesome. Any any interesting kind of observations? Like, what's surprising? You know, what is something that's been surprising? A lot of these things seem, I think, intuitive, except maybe like the SCT provider that you found that's surprising. What are some other surprising things kind of you've discovered?
Ooh, it's a good question. Surprising, yeah? Surprising. You mean the technical surprising, or like more like business surprising?
Either or. Whatever comes to mind.
Yeah. It's a good question. Yeah, I think what surprises me is that the technology is going very fast, and that's what I'm quite happy about. You know, 1 year ago we couldn't build this level of agents, even if we would want to, because the models were not that far.
For sure.
Because with the new development tools, we can build like on steroids. We can build like extremely fast. Not as fast as you guys, but but you are a good example for us. Also what is very nice what is very nice if I talk to customers and I said, okay, we also test our agents with another agent, and then we say we use Humming for this. They're mind blown, because for us it's quite easy to, we understand this agent is there, it connects to a system, if it's like a CRM system, this integration tooling, function tooling. But for them it's all like a mystery,
Agents testing agents? How does that work?
Yeah. And then I show them this, you can show this portal with the agent calling an agent. For them it's like totally mind blown. I have also I'm a speaker on a conference in March. So also going to show Humming there. So I'm going to do a test. We're going to do a live test there, and then we'll.
Let me know when you do it, just to make sure the demo doesn't break. Want to make sure the demo doesn't break.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. But I noticed you guys are also working together with LiveKit. I noticed something or not? A recent message last week, was it? A message about this?
Yeah, look, LiveKit raised their Series C, I think. They raised like a pretty big Series C. We've been working with LiveKit team for more than a year now.
Oh, nice.
More than a year actually, and we've watched them grow and grow and grow.
Very good. Yeah.
We work with a lot of LiveKit. We test a lot of LiveKit agents. Let's call it. That's one of the most popular, I think, stacks for us to test on our side, and we have a pretty good working relationship with their team. They're good folks. Very, very kind of very earnest, very hardworking, very substance first, which I love. I love that kind of team.
Yeah, it's very nice. We love them also a lot. It's a very nice solution. We're happy to have chosen for LiveKit, and I see that they also putting out a lot of new features, like these tasks that they had lately, like 1 or 2 months ago. So for us it's also very good because sometimes we struggle with a technicality, and then they have a solution for it. That's
In a month.
then we see reading these emails of their release, and then wow, this is like amazing, man. Let's use it.
This is exactly what I
This is
wanted.
what,
This is exactly
yeah,
what I
that's what we
wanted.
wanted. Yeah. So it's surprise. Yeah, surprises. Yeah, I'm quite surprised that still a lot of people are don't trust it yet. But I think it will change very fast. Yeah, I think next year I'll be surprised how many companies will already have implemented voice agents. Yeah.
Yeah, this year feels
Yeah.
accelerated from a agent deployment. Like a lot more high scale deployments are coming. Because so far the deployments have been, as you've mentioned, very SMB oriented, and
Yeah.
that has, sort of being proven out last year. And I think this year we're seeing a lot more enterprise. On our side as well, a lot more enterprise deployments go
Mm.
live. Enterprise deployments are difficult. There's a lot of prep work
Yeah.
that needs to happen to make sure things are good, and then obviously kind of continuous improvements and learnings afterwards. But I think that's the real test. I would say 2026 is the real test of kind of
Yeah.
at scale adoption. Maybe not everywhere, but in some like known brand names, let's call it, that are comfortable putting their name out there that hey, we're going live.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we see, of course, the many C-level management they also got to push. Okay, we need to do something with AI. But yeah, also I think for us it's I think also we should try to learn what is possible. In the beginning we tried to sell agents. Now we're trying to, okay, this is possible. This is what we can do. This is how it works. We need to teach them what is possible because they don't know. You know, so.
That makes
Take them
sense.
by the
Reality
hand,
is
take them by
changing.
the
Yeah,
hand, take
reality
them by
is.
the hand and show them. Yeah. What did you say? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I spoke over you. Interruptions. Barge in.
Yeah,
Classic, classic.
yeah. You have to learn them as possible. I think many. This just came out of a meeting, and even big consultants, they have no idea yet what is coming. It's going super fast, but. Yes, it's difficult to catch up with the news. Every week is something else coming out. I saw that. Did you see this new Nvidia TTS system, or was it STT TTS? It's
Yeah.
crazy. Did you see it? I saw a video yesterday. It's like crazy. It's so fast. It's unbelievable. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite novel the way they're designing this.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, one of my engineers kind of flagged it to me, and to the team in general. And
Yeah.
yeah, I think that the rate of improvements are quite dramatic. The rate of improvements are very, very dramatic here in the
Yeah.
voice space in general, in my opinion.
Yeah. I hope, and what I'm. You have these models like from Rhyme, of course, from with more like emotional agent.
More
That's still not
natural.
more natural. That's still not very okay. Google Gemini has now, which is sound quite good,
Mhm.
but it's not really good usable for streaming because it's not actually streaming. Um,
I see it's batch, so it's basically a
yeah,
bunch of
yeah, yeah.
chunks for like async.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
So that's something I'm looking forward to for this year, or maybe start next year. That we have like agents which are in Dutch or a bit more emotions,
Hmm.
and have more
No,
like
I think yeah.
the pauses, okay, like these small pauses with stop words. That's still a bit difficult, but yeah, I think that will be coming. Probably, I think it will be coming this year. And also, we're also working on emotion detection. That's also something which could be very nice to have. Um, we built our own conversation evaluation engine
Hmm.
with a lot of models behind it. So yeah, nice times and nice things ahead. I think the technique is going very fast, so I'm very excited about what is coming in the coming years.
For sure. Love it. Anything else that you wanted to share, for the broader folks, I guess, who are watching?
Uh, want to tell them just to use Hamming for the testing. You guys also surprise us every time with the releases, every time some nice new features, and it also inspired us to change our dashboard. So,
That's
we
funny.
we're very happy to work with you guys together, and we were very grateful for the help you give us. Yeah,
All right, awesome. Well, excited to get these Dash deployments going, and yeah, getting helping enterprises feel comfortable and actually
yeah.
launching agents to deployment to production.
And if
That's
there's
the
some
core
Dutch
challenge.
speakers looking, listening, if you want to have an enterprise, small, medium enterprise, even small, medium business, contact us. We were very happy to give you a demo and guide you how to implement good voice agents.
Awesome, amazing. Well, thanks for kind of stopping by here. I appreciate kind of the partnership.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks a lot
Enjoy.
for
Okay.
thank you. Bye bye. Thank you.